Today's operator signal is this: AI assurance is becoming the new control plane. Yesterday's conversation was about agents needing a place to work. Today's signal is what happens when AI starts touching higher consequence work: national security, critical infrastructure, biology, supply chains, and cyber operations. The question shifts from, can the model do the task, to, can the organization prove the system is authorized, tested, monitored, and accountable? On June 5th, the White House issued a national security presidential memorandum on AI in the national security enterprise. Strip away the politics, and there is an important operating pattern. The memo pushes a rapid onboarding of advanced AI models from multiple vendors, and it calls for high security compute capacity and AI test range, shared data and model exchanges, talent programs, risk management, assurance guidance, and standardized test evaluation, verification, and validation methods. That is the blueprint operators should notice. AI adoption is not just a procurement decision, it is an assurance system. Before AI can be trusted in mission work, someone has to answer which model is being used, what data can it access, what authority does it have, how is it tested, what happens when it fails, and who remains accountable. The Associated Press framed the same directive as an acceleration of military and national security AI, while also highlighting oversight, civil liberties, and autonomous weapons concerns. It also noted practical uses beyond targeting, equipment maintenance, supply lines, and logistics. That matters because, the same pattern applies to commercial operators. AI will not only write memos, it will recommend inventory positions, route shipments, triage incidents, detect anomalies, and trigger actions across business systems. The second fresh signal came from Microsoft on June 4th, focused on AI and biosecurity. Microsoft described AI and biotechnology as a converging capability stack: general models, specialized biological design tools, automation, and increasingly accessible lab workflows. Their practical control point is nucleic acid synthesis screening. In plain English, when digital biological designs can become physical materials, the order screen becomes a gate between idea and real-world consequence. That is a useful analogy for every operator in supply chain. The control point may be purchase approval, vendor onboarding, route change authority, or inventory release. In finance, it may be payment execution. In software, it may be production deployment. In customer operations, it may be outbound communication. The principle is the same. Do not only evaluate the model, evaluate the handoff where AI output becomes action. So what should builders and leaders do now? First, classify AI workflows by consequence. Low-risk drafting is different from agents that change records, move money, alter schedules, route products, deploy code, or touch regulated data. Second, build a test range before production. Create realistic scenarios, failure cases, red team prompts, edge cases, and rollback drills. If the workflow matters, the test environment should look like the real operating environment. Third, separate access from authority. A model can see information without being allowed to act on it. An agent can recommend without being allowed to execute. Production authority should be explicit, scoped, logged, and reversible. Fourth, create an AI incident playbook. Treat model failures, data leakage, unauthorized tool use, hallucinated actions, and degraded performance as operational incidents with owners, severity levels, communication paths, and recovery steps. Fifth, preserve human accountability. The point is not to slow every workflow. It is to decide where humans approve, where they supervise, and where they review by exception. The takeaway: the next advantage in AI is not just faster generation, it is trusted execution. The organizations that win will not be the ones with the most pilots. They will be the ones that can prove their AI systems are useful, bounded, observable, and safe enough to operate where the work actually matters.